All right, it's time for your first three notes. So you played one note, now you're going to play all three. Now, if you ever get confused, there's going to be a link in our lesson to your note map. Your note map is going to have the written version of your notes, so you can see like which notes am I pressing, which keys, which valves, or which positions. But for this video, we'll show you, but you can always refer to your note map. So here we go, flute.
So on the flute, just a reminder, your first note is B flat. You have your thumb in your left hand, 1, and then your right hand, 1, and pinky. Sounds like this, B flat. Going to your next note, your second note, it's going to be C. So you're going to pick up your thumb in your left hand. So you got first finger, and pick up your first finger in your right hand. So you just have first finger in your left hand and right pinky in your right hand. It's going to sound like this. It's your C. And then for note D, you're just going to switch all the fingers you have. It's the exact opposite. So all the fingers that are up will go down, and all the fingers that are down will go up. So it's going to look like this. Switcheroo. You have your thumb, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's going to sound like this. Note D. So going through that slowly, we have B flat, C, note D. It's going to sound like this. Those are the first three notes for flute. For clarinet, your first three notes are going to be C, D, and E. They look like this. So your first note is C. You have your thumb, 1, 2, 3, in your left hand. It's going to sound like this. Next note up, you just pick up your bottom finger. And so you have thumb, 1, 2. It's your note D. It sounds like this. Next note up is E. You just pick up the next finger. Sounds like this. So once again, showing that you have C, D, E. Sounds like this. And that's the clarinet. Alto saxophone. It's a little bit similar, but different notes, right? So alto saxophone, just a reminder, your first note is G. And so you're going to have 1, 2, 3 in your left hand, and it sounds like this. The next note up, you're just going to pick up that ring finger, that bottom finger, and that is your A. So you have 1, 2. It sounds like this. Next note is your B. You're just going to pick up that middle finger. It's just that first finger. It's B. It sounds like this. Altogether, you have G, A, B. It sounds like this. Tenor saxophone. Tenor saxophone. You're going to have your first three notes. They are going to be C, D, and E. And the fingers are a little bit trickier, but I know you can get it. So just watch closely. You have the first note, which is your C, which we covered before. It sounds like this. And it's just that middle finger. Once again, show us that middle finger. We didn't do anything wrong, but show us the middle finger. You got your C there. The next note is your note D, but you're going to put down all your fingers. It's going to look like this. You're going to have 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And you're going to add this key on the back, which is the octave key right here. It's this one right above the circle where your thumb is. It's called the octave key. It makes things go a little bit higher. So this is your note D. It sounds like this. So that's everything. We just say put everything down. That's note D. For the next note E, you're gonna pick up your ring finger. I'm trying to figure out how to show you this. Oh, there we go. Pick up your ring finger on your right hand, and that is your E. Note E. It sounds like this. So we have C, middle finger, D, everything, E, pick up that bottom finger, and it's gonna sound like this. Those are the first three notes for the tenor saxophone. Baritone saxophone, your first three notes are the same as the alto saxophone, which we covered before. I forgot to say that, but that is important.
Trumpet. Trumpet, your first three notes are C, D, E, C, D, E, right? Whatever your starting note is, the alphabet's going up because the notes are going up. C, D, E. C is open. D is 1 and 3. First valve closest to your face and third valve. And then E is 1 and 2, the first two closest to you, right? So you got C open, D 1 and 3, E 1 and 2. You start with your lips loose, and then as you go up, you firm up your lips. You bring your top lip and your bottom lip closer together, Right, here we go. This is C, D, and E. So you got C, D, and E. C, D, E. Next we have trombone. Trombone has positions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But for trombones, the positions you need to know for your first 3 notes are 1, 6, 4, and your notes are B flat, C, D. All right, here's what it sounds like. So B flat, first position all the way in. 6th position out, C. 4th position by the bell, D. Together. Next, we've got our euphonium baritone. All right, and here's what it sounds like. Similar valves as a trumpet, but it's the same notes as a trombone. So you've got B flat open, C 1 and 3, and then D 1 and 2, so B flat open, C 1 and 3, D 1 and 2. Put it together, B flat, C, D. Right? All these instruments sound the same. They sound the same, right? But some are higher and some are low, but they're the same sounding notes, right? And finally, tuba, same as the baritone or euphonium. We've got B flat open, C 1 and 3, then D 1 and 2, so B flat open sounds like this. Then we've got C 1 and 3, then D 1 and 2. Put it all together. Those are your first 3 notes.